What is going on, guys? In this video, I'll be going over the best race to grind in the Powerboat class, which honestly might be one of the most important classes to actually level up here on the Crew 2. It seems like a lot of the summits always have some type of skill and or race that always shows up, so getting these maxed out with the right sets will be very important. So if you are wondering, I will be running the 1414 Demon for the race that I will be doing with this thing. I will also be using the Loot Digger set on here because I do not want to run the Nitrochemist set. I really do not find that fair, and the Nitrochemist set on the boats makes a huge difference. So I want to show you guys you can actually complete these races with the Loot Digger, which even with some of these regular sets could be a challenge on some of these events because for some weird reason, a lot of the other AI are really fast for no reason at all. Now, just in case you guys might have been wondering what are the best boats to have in this class for pretty much everything, I highly recommend the 1414 Demon for anything that has to do with racing, and you can also use this vehicle on some of the skills as well because this boat is incredible. But my other favorite boat's going to be the Vector V40R, which currently I'm running the Scorebreaker set on. I actually use this boat on every single slalom that shows up in the summit. I honestly really do not use this boat all that much for racing, but for the slaloms, I love how this boat actually handles. For me, I've actually always used the Vector V40R on basically any slalom in the summit. I just find this boat to be way better with its handling than the 1414 Demon. Even though this boat can also be used on those, I just find the Vector to be a lot better. But nonetheless, guys, let's go jump into my favorite event to do in these boats right now. That way you can get these maxed out insanely fast. Now, one of the biggest things I've noticed about the Powerboats is the fact that most of the events seem to have around the same time to complete them, basically around 1 minute and 30 to 2 minutes to actually get any of them completed. But I do think some of the races will be a lot easier than others. My favorite event before was going to be Lake Mead, but I just realized the AI on this event are insanely annoying to actually deal with and sometimes can be hard to pass. Luckily, the easiest event I found is going to be the Uber Dam over here. I think this is going to be by far the easiest race to do in this class. I mean, it's literally 1 minute and 40 seconds. Sometimes you can get it done around 1 minute and 20 or so, depending on what you guys are running on your boat. I do believe the 1414 Demon with just a Loot Digger can still do this in like 1 minute and 25. So this race is going to be insanely fast to complete. Now, I did mention before that sometimes the AI in some of these events are going to be really annoying. For example, one of the events I noticed this in is going to be the one that's over here in the Bar Harbor. I would honestly like to know what some of the AI are actually running in their boats because I definitely need the same upgrades in mine, because there was a point where some of these races where I actually couldn't even catch some of them with a Nitrochemist 1414 Demon. I found myself basically going full throttle the whole time, full nitrous trying to keep up with them, and the only way I actually got in front of them is if they screwed up and or messed up on some of the turns. But besides that, guys, you literally cannot catch them, and I think if you're trying to level a boat up, this will most likely make the grind a lot more frustrating because you're just trying to get some parts for your boat, and the fact that the AI are literally destroying you every single time is going to make this really annoying to actually complete. This is also why I highly recommend the Uber Dam, because luckily the AI on this race really do not get in the way, and it's literally 1 minute and 30 seconds and you'll get yourself a good amount of parts, and running a Loot Digger is going to make this go a lot faster. Now, jumping into the Uber Dam race here with the 1414 Demon. Now, one of my favorite things about this event is the fact that you can basically hang out on the right side by all the boats over here and basically end up passing all of them with really not getting near any of the AI for that matter. One of the biggest things I was noticing with the other events is the fact that you literally couldn't catch some of the AI at all. When I actually jumped into some of them with the Loot Digger set on my boat, I found the race to be way more difficult than it should have been, and I was honestly getting kind of frustrated with it because there was a point where I literally had to restart because I could not catch the other racer. No matter what I did, I literally couldn't catch them. I noticed if they crashed or something or messed up on a turn, then sure, I can get in front of them, but when you're trying to max out a vehicle, you're really not trying to get destroyed by this AI like that. I know that could be insanely annoying to do, and even running a different set on your vehicle that's not a Nitrochemist, because chances are if you are running these races, you most likely do not have that set anyway, so you're trying to get it unlocked, and well, going against some AI that are running different boats apparently than yours is going to be pretty annoying, even though they are completely destroying you. Luckily, actually doing these races like the Uber Dam is going to be your best bet because this one's going to be very easy to do. I basically just completed this with a Loot Digger set in under 1 minute and 20 seconds just about, and this is also why I highly recommend doing the Uber Dam because this race is by far the easiest one to do.